All right, guys. Oh man, what a week. What a work week. It's been a very, 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 very long week. Oh man, I thought this week was never gonna end, but it's finally here. But I think I'm getting sick, so gonna see how this weekend plays out. Might not be able to get much riding in this weekend, we'll see. So we're on our way. I got off work and my exhaust came in, so we're going to do a little before and after. So right now, 2022 Fat Bob stock exhaust, and now we are going to have them install Screaming Eagle tuner with the Diablo 4-inch exhaust, and we're gonna see how that sounds. I watched some videos. It's not the exact exhaust that I wanted. I kind of wanted a little bit different of an exhaust, but you know, it was free from the dealership, so, and I mean, they basically covered everything, so I was like, you know what, so I made an appointment, and was going to drop the bike off and then pick it up tomorrow, but I almost tried to reschedule the appointment, but they didn't have anything available for like 2 more weeks, so I just said I need some fresh air anyway, and kind of go from there. So yeah, so right now, I mean, whatever you guys can hear, which is not like super, super loud, hopefully. So I moved the mic into a different position, so I'm hoping that we're gonna see a little bit of a wind improvement. But right now we're at about 60 miles an hour using the Purple Panda. Hopefully I don't run out of gas, because I got 1 bar left. I should have probably got gas before I went. But we'll see if we can't make it in time to grab some gas, hopefully we don't run out. And so yeah, so it was a pretty busy week at work this week. Was a lot of meetings, and you know, a lot of other things that have happened, and you know, just been a pretty stressful week. So if you guys saw the last vlog, you know, like I said, kind of going back, I'm gonna do a more in-depth review. I understand that video was 27 minutes, but it was kind of a mix of just kind of talking, getting people up to date on where I've been for a while. I said most people, you know, I mainly strongly stream from Twitch, but now I try to get vlog shot in when I'm not working. When I start going to the office, I'm gonna start vlogging every day as I'm going in the office, and should start seeing at least 3 uploads a week. You know, and see kind of how that goes from there. And but yeah, I'll do basically an early morning ride, and then I'll do a home ride. So basically every day I'm going to be doing vlogs, you know, to and from work, and then and kind of go from there. Weather's starting to warm up. Today's a little, it's not bad, it's really not. I know at nighttime it would be a lot more cold, but it's like 56 degrees right now. I'm only wearing jeans. I'm wearing ankle socks on top of everything, and just wearing a thin long sleeve shirt underneath my jacket. I will say I've been real happy with this Speed and Strength jacket. It's been real good. I actually call it one of my favorite jackets right now, and it's kind of one of my favorite jackets right now, just because it's kind of, not say loose fitting, but I like it because it has the hood, and it's not super baggy, but it's not super tight like an Alpine Star jacket. That was one thing that I always struggled with, was especially with jackets, is that I have a long torso. So a lot of times when I would go, god dang it, I was hoping that light wasn't going to change. A lot of times when I find any sort of jackets, they fit fine, they're just not long enough. So then I have to go to like a 2 or 3 XL, but then the problem is it's still short, but then it's super baggy. So this Alpine, or not this Alpine Star, this Speed and Strength one, this armored hoodie, so it's like 120. It's got all the way up here. It's got in the forearms. It's got in the back. It's got, I think it has shoulders, or it has elbows, one of the two. But it's been pretty good. So if you guys haven't looked at it, I'll put a link in the description to this jacket. I will say it's kind of like a nice, I don't want to say it's a 4-season jacket, but I'd definitely say it's a 3-season jacket. Now you could layer it up and put like a hoodie underneath it, which I have done. That's the one thing I like about it, is it's not super tight. So like when you put a hoodie underneath it, you don't feel like super constricted. Like when I put a hoodie on over an Alpine, if I had an Alpine Star jacket and put it on underneath the over the hoodie, I mean, it was so tight I could barely move. But this one has been, I mean, like I said, this one's been great. I mean, it's been super great, and like I said, it's got a good look to it, and I mean, it said it's pretty comfortable. I mean, you could probably wear it in winter time. You're gonna be cold though. I mean, unless you have a really, really, really warm hoodie underneath it, or layers or thermals, you'd probably be fine. But what the hell is that car doing down over there? So, you know, that's kind of the whole thing on that portion. But yeah, check it out. They said take it out, and said it's like 120 bucks. I mean, honestly, for an armored jacket, it's actually a pretty good price. And you know, honestly, I mean, it doesn't feel like cheap quality, at least from my opinion. I mean, this feels just no different than my Alpine Star jacket. If anything, I almost feel like this has more protection than like any mesh Alpine Star jacket I had. This one is not really mesh. It is sealed, so during the summer, I don't think it even did that bad during the summer. It's still kind of light, but not overly heavy. So yeah, take a look at it. So we're gonna run and get some gas real quick, and then head over to the dealership. I'll be there for about an hour while they install the exhaust and the tuner, and then we'll do a sound check between the two. So I'm gonna, when I get gas, I'll unplug the mic, and we'll listen to the stock sound. This, honestly, if you've ever heard like a stock 883 with the stock exhaust, it basically sounds like that. If you've ever owned a Harley, it's basically sounds like a baffled dirt bike in a sense of form. And but I will say with this one, the stock exhaust is not that bad. You can hear it, but it's not like, it ain't gonna be like your Vance and Hines exhaust, nothing like that, nowhere near that. But it does, for being a stock exhaust, is a little louder than I thought it would be. Yeah, it does not have like any low grumble at all. So, what I'm looking for, I don't want like a stupid loud exhaust. Like I ran like Toast exhaust on my R1, and that thing was, even though it sounded good, it was so incredibly loud that it almost made it annoying at the same time. Like, I love the exhaust, I love the sound of it when you're really hammering it, but then when you're like riding non-stop, it's like you're trying to hear like your music, and when you can't hear your music over, you know, over the exhaust, it's kind of like, okay, this is kind of annoying now. So that was kind of that. But yeah, so I'm looking at this one. I haven't really found a lot. I found like 2 videos of them installing it, but the mic quality wasn't exactly the greatest, so it was real hard to kind of determine. There was one guy who had a decent video of it where it's basically at idle, but he never revs it, so you really can't tell what it sounds like once it's kind of revved up. And the other one, basically the mic is peaking the whole entire time, so you can't really hear anything. So we're gonna find out today. We're gonna see what it sounds like. I'm not the biggest fan of them. The way they look better than the stock exhaust, but they kind of got like a weird, almost like a weird flare effect to them in a sense of form. I really was looking at another exhaust, but you know, a lot of people saying they seemed like them. They said they sounded good, and it's like I said, it's not the worst look in the world. I mean, it's probably anything better than the stock, so we'll see. We'll just have to see. Okay, so I got 26 miles to E. I probably had enough, honestly, just to go straight to the dealership, but just to be safe, we'll go ahead. And I kind of like that though. I didn't realize that it did that though, that you get a to empty gauge, or at least that's what I'm thinking it is, because it changes to R, which I'm assuming means reserve, and tells you how many miles you have left on that. So, but we're gonna go ahead and just put gas in it. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go ahead and put gas in. The outfall, gotta run 91. I always run 91 on my bikes anyway, but right now 91 sucks because it's like 4 something a gallon. Let's see how much. What's crazy, oh, that's diesel. I was like, holy cow, why is premium $1 more than unleaded? I was like, that seems incredibly high. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Comment down, let me know how your week went. I try to look at all the comments, even though right now, as I'm growing my channel, it's a little bit more different on Twitch. With Twitch, you know, you get a lot more people in there, especially when I do moto vlogs. So when I do like the moto or the live moto streams, so what I usually do is I have a second phone, and I use like a voice TTS chat, and then I use it with my Cena, so I can hear chat while I'm riding, and I try to respond with that way. But man, sometimes when you get a lot of people that are in there chiming, it's like hard to pick up on what everybody's saying or remember what everybody had asked. So, but yeah, like I said, if you guys haven't, you know, followed, go ahead and, you know, shoot me a follow over at, twitch.tv/infamousgkc, and it has an underscore at the end of it, so just remember the underscore, but it's also linked down in the description of the video below. And so, like I said, I kind of bounce back and forth between the two, so some days you might see a live stream, some days you might see, I usually go and get a lot of food and stuff, and said, some days it's just going to vary. So let me go ahead and get some gas real quick, and then we'll do a startup real quick and show you. Alright guys, so we're going to do a quick sound check. You can see this is the stock exhaust before. We're going to start it up. Right. Alright, so that was a quick little sound check right there. I gotta hurry up and get over there, so I gave you guys just a little bit of a sound check there on the stock exhaust. And you can hear here. You can see it really doesn't have, a lot of grumble, or rumble, grumble, whatever. I always call it grumble just because it's like a gurgling effect type deal. That's probably the worst word I've ever probably used for that effect, that sound, but you know what, you get what I'm saying. That low rumble. So, yeah, it's kind of going back and talking about the, like I said, Twitch streams, things like that. Doing the moto streams. Sometimes we'll do live storm chasing, cooking streams, things like that. So if you guys feel free, if you guys want to follow and hang out, like I said, then you can live talk with me. Sometimes I know the comments feel kind of disconnected from the content creator. But like I said, feel free to, come hang out. Like I said, I try to do more live streams. It'll be a lot easier once things start to slow down a little bit. Should be hopefully the next few weeks that I'll be kind of more on a more consistent schedule. But yeah, so like I said, and then my goal is that if I start going into the office, I'm either going to go in the office like once or twice, maybe 3 times a week. So at the very minimum, I'll still keep my same schedule with the Mondays and Fridays, but I may go in on Wednesdays. What I may do is I might go to the office on Wednesdays and Fridays, and that way I can do a vlog on Wednesday and then do a vlog on Friday, and then anything that happens across the weekend, it'll be ready for Monday. That was my original game plan, was like, okay, Friday night, especially during like warmer weather, we get out, we go to the races, we go out and get food, we do a lot more rides, things like that. Right now, there's a lot of people that still aren't really like fully riding, like this is too cold for them. And so, yeah, so like I said, on the weekends, generally I'm out, I'll go out to the races, go get some food, go out for a cruise ride. I know we're talking about doing some Arkansas rides this year, so I'll record that as well. And just kind of trying to give you guys, like I said, it's not going to be all moto streams. I might do some IRL stuff. Vlogging is, not to say IRL vlogging consistently, but just things that I'm working on. If I do upgrades to the bike, or if I'm out storm chasing, you guys will get to see a lot of that stuff from there. So coming up real quick to the dealership here pretty soon, and then so you can kind of hear here, like, it's not horrible for being a stock exhaust, but it's definitely, I definitely believe loud exhaust saves lives, that's for sure. I don't know how many times when I've had like a stock exhaust on a bike where like people don't hear you when you're driving down the highway. I probably should slow down just a little bit. I don't know how many times that I've almost have been sideswiped because somebody didn't hear me, and then they definitely hear you when you got a loud exhaust. So man, I'm still just like hacking up a lot of this shit, and so we'll kind of see what kind of happens there. School resource offers, getting ready to let the kids out of school. So yeah, so right now it's just been so busy. I'm so excited to be back on two. Like, you don't understand. Like, I'm not gonna lie though, my back was still sore even on this one, but I know the reason why it's sore is because honestly I haven't really left my desk much for the last 6 months throughout winter because I work from home, and so it makes sense. But I'm gonna start trying to hit the gym you know, at least several times during the week, start doing some stretching, start working on my back, because I was doing it in January and then I got sick twice in January. I don't know if it was COVID. I tested negative for COVID, but I'm pretty sure it was COVID. And then you know, and then my buddy just came back in town. I don't know. It's hard to say. I was running a fever last night a little bit, and today definitely woke up like shit. The ibuprofen is definitely helping right now with that, and helping keep that stuff down. But it almost, to me, almost feels like I'm almost even allergies. But I mean, the medicine is really starting to kick in. So anyway, guys, I am pulling up to the dealership, so I will see you guys back in a little bit, and we'll do a sound comparison to the exhaust. All right, guys, see ya. All right, guys, the new exhaust is installed. This actually looks pretty good. I didn't know I was gonna like it, but I'll tell you what, definitely looks a hell of a lot better. Let's do a sound check on it real quick. That almost sounds like a damn Camaro. Alright, guys, we'll do some more touch base on this one here in just a little bit and kind of go from there. Alright, so you guys can hear now. We got the new exhaust in. Let's go ahead and close this sucker up a little bit. It actually sounds a lot better than I thought it was going to sound. When I watched the video, it did not sound that loud, but actually it's got a pretty good tone to it. And they got the Screaming Eagle tune put in. It's actually interesting because I was, you know, I'm used to other tuners like the you know, the Power Commanders and like the Fuel Pack 3. So when they handed me and they were like, "Here's your tuner," I was like, "Did you guys install it?" They were like, "No, we don't. You don't leave the Screaming Eagle tuner on the bike. You just hold on to it, and if you ever need a tune, you just literally load it up." And I was like, "Interesting. It was definitely something interesting." I was, like I said, when he handed it to me, I was like, "No, don't you guys need to put this on the bike?" But no, they already tuned it and everything else. They're great guys up there. And yeah, when I went to the other dealership, so when I went to the to my other dealer, when I originally bought the 883, they wanted to charge me like $3,000 to install an exhaust, and I was like, "Why is it so expensive?" I was like, "Well, I'll just install it myself, you know." And so they were like, "Well," I was like, and then they were like, "Well, you got to get a dynode," and they were like, because they were telling me to buy the Screaming Eagle, which was actually cheaper than the Fuel Pack, and I was like, "Okay," and then they were like, "Oh, well, you know, you'd have to get a dynode," and I was like, "Really?" And so they wanted to charge me like $1,000 to get a dynode. And so I came out to this dealer, and he was like, because I was telling him, because I brought the 883 to get the warranty work done, and I was going to just void the warranty because I had like a year and a half left on the warranty, and so I was just going to void the warranty. I was just going to void the warranty to put the Vance and Hines short shots in the Fuel Pack 3, because that will void your warranty. So if you guys ever bought a Harley, if you ever want to void your warranty, if you buy the Fuel Pack 3, as soon as you plug it into the bike, it will flag the ECU. And anytime that they take it to a dealer, so if your engine blows up, they will plug it in. They will see that you plugged in a Fuel Pack 3, and it will void your warranty. So just for you guys who know, I knew about it because I researched on it. And at first, I did not do it. But then I was like, you know what? The bike's only got 1,800 miles on. I got like a year left. I'll just say fuck it and void the warranty, because I mean, I wanted the 883 to wake up just a little bit more, and so you know, that was pretty much, you know, that portion there. And then the guy at here was like, "Why would you do that?" And I was like, "Well, because it's gonna, you know, I got to get the dyno." And he goes, "No, you don't." And I was like, he was like, "All you got to do is just buy the Screaming Eagle tuner, and then like we'll charge you like 80 bucks and we'll just tune it for you and just do a flash tune. And I was like, that's what I thought. I was like, I didn't think you had to dyno a bike, you know. I mean, if you really want to full tune the bike, sure, but he was like, no, just get the Screaming Eagle, keep your warranty, get the Vance and Hines short shots, and just change out the fuel pack 3. So right then and there, I mean, I realized their service department was a lot more honest, or at least more fair than the other Harley dealership that I went to. So, and then like I said, then I started talking to him, and I started talking to the sales guy, and he was like, yeah, he's like, you know, and then they came back and they got me a great interest rate, and now I got the fat. I'm so much happier on this thing. This thing is so much better now. But I'm actually loving this tone on this exhaust. Like, it's not overly loud. I mean, you can definitely, you know, tell. You can definitely tell it's there when you want to get into it, but it's not overly loud to where like I can't hear myself talking or hear my music a little bit. So definitely, exhaust definitely. Let you guys listen to it. It's actually cooled off a little bit. It's actually a lot more chillier than when I rode out here. I'm actually gonna pull over in a minute and let you guys look a little bit more at the exhaust, and we'll right, let's do a start up again, and we'll let you guys hear it. I'm gonna try it with both mics to see which one sounds better. So here is the kind of a little bit more of the 883, like I said, or the 883, the Fat Bob 114. So we're running the El Diablo exhaust, and these El Diablo Cobras, I believe. And so yeah, I mean, that is the look with the Cobra on the Fat Bob. Let's do a walk around real quick so you can see the front end. Already getting bugs, I need to clean it. And you know, we can go around through here, and let's give you guys a little start up real quick. Make sure we're in neutral, which we are. So, alright. Well, guys, I hope you guys have a good rest of your guys this weekend. If you don't see me my Monday for the Monday's Moto vlog, if not, like I said, I'll get some out riding on sometime in the next couple days, depending on how I'm feeling, and then we'll get another vlog set up for, like I said, maybe absolute latest would be Wednesday, and then we'll get one uploaded for Friday as well. So anyway, guys, we'll have a good weekend, and we'll see you guys next time. See ya. Bye.